All right, everyone. Welcome here to a live Scrimcast. We haven't had a Scrimcast in quite a while as we've been on break from the tournament with the holiday season. But we're back here with some Scrim action. So pretty excited to be watching some competitive Han here. We got Donkey Kong and Hex going to be going at it here. We got Donkey Kong on the Legion side, Hex on the Hellborn side, and you may or may not notice some different players in the lobby here. We got Probusk here coming back and playing some Han. He is, I believe, on Donkey Kong's roster now. I believe Fa has left the team and he's now playing with Hex. And I don't know about our Dark Green player, if he is a roster member or a stand-in for today. But that's the scoop, at least for now. So we talked about some roster stuff there, but we're into the game, so let's talk about the picks and bans. We got Kinesis, Draconis, and Swiftblade are the first three bans coming out from Donkey Kong. Kinesis ban kind of forces a Magnus ban here, which we see coming out from Hex on the first ban. They followed up with Puppet Master and Ophelia. So none of these bans are really that unusual. The Kinesis ban, we talked about the merit for that when they wanted to pick up the Magnus, so they forced the Magnus ban. The other four heroes are just really, really strong. The Swiftblade really strong in competitive play due to tri-lanes and very active lane setups. We're going to see the first pick of a Luna come out, so they're going to start it off with a support here. Luna did get some nerfs in the, or a nerf in the most recent patch, which was about a month ago, the patch, I believe. So it's from the December 1st. So we're about a month into the new patch now. Luna got some attack speed steal from her Emerald Lightning removed from the Q spell, so she's a bit weaker, but still has the global presence. Still has strong laning capabilities. We see Midas and Witchslayer coming out here from Hex. Part of that new pick mode that we've been seeing for a while now. You get to do two picks following up the first pick, and then we see the Geomancer and the Sir Bensington. So they pick up another support, they pick up a Bensington. We could see a tri-lane makeup already in the works here with the Bensington pickup, but not necessarily. And so we get 3 picks from Legion, 2 picks from Hellborn. It'll swap after the banning stage is over now. We have Pebbles, Deadwood, and Gladiator. So Hex gets rid of a trio of initiators here, as they're kind of looking for that mid lane hero to kind of set up those nightfalls, get the team composition kind of complete there. We see the Rhapsody, the Gemini, and the Madman get banned out from Donkey Kong. So they choose another support here with the Rhapsody. The Gemini one is a little bit interesting to me. I'm not too sure the logic behind the Gemini ban. That one is a little puzzling to me. The Madman ban, that one makes a lot of sense just because Nikki is an incredibly strong Madman player, and they haven't picked up any of the cores yet for their side. The Madman ban is very, very strong. But the Gemini ban, I think Azza plays the Gemini, but I don't know if he's necessarily their carry player. Since they have picked up Fa now, and Fa pretty much known for playing mid and carry. I'm interested to see where they're going to throw him because they do have Snooki in the team. Snooki is traditionally a mid player, but very, very versatile. So, not to say anything is set in stone here with the players. We're going to be pretty interested to see where they put what players on what positions. But we see Keeper of the Forest come out. This hero's been getting a bit more popular as of lately. Zunuki plays that one a lot in TMM, but I think Dude also likes to play Keeper. So we could possibly see the keeper in more of like a position 4 style of role where he just kind of invises people and they do the rooting with the nature's guidance and they try to set up kills in the early game, just be really, really active with the creeps and maybe even get some towers in there. But they also follow it up with a Flint Beastwood. So they pick up a scaling hero there. A little interested as to how the Flint Beastwood will work going up against a very aggressive lineup already from Legion. Very susceptible to the Bensington Nightfalls in the mid game. Going to be interested to see if the Flint has a large impact this game or if he suffers, because he got some buffs. He now has True Strike on his Deadeye. At the level 4, you get a 100% chance to gain True Strike, and he gives that in an aura to his allies as well. So evasion would be not too good on the side of Legion going up against the Flint Beastwood. We see a Flux and a Warbeast. So they finish off their lineup here on Donkey Kong with a Team Fighter in Flux, and they pick up a secondary carry in the Warbeast. So, Warbeast, it's a hero we don't see a whole lot, but as you may or may not know, I am a very avid Warbeast player, so I am very excited to see the Warbeast here. And Busk has played a lot of Warbeast in the past. Typically, he plays that in a solo lane, either off lane or in the short lane. And judging from their team composition here, it looks like we'll see a short lane Warbeast and a tri-lane with the Bensington. And then they'll have the Flux in the mid lane. And we saw the final pick of Kronos for Hex. So Kronos going to be able to lock down. They have double melee core here on Warbeast and Bensington. The Kronos, very, very powerful option here if the mid game goes in their favor. Give me one sec, guys. Need a break there. So yeah, the Kronos, if he's able to get out of the laning phase with a reasonable amount of farm, he will have a pretty solid place this game, but I do fear with the aggressive makeup so far from the side of Donkey Kong that the Kronos might be a little bit too greedy, as they already do have a Flint Beastwood as well. So we're gonna see a Bloodlust kill here. Actually, I caught that at the very end. I don't know why Witchslayer was in the mid lane. Very, very puzzling to me what he's actually doing there. And he gives Bloodlust to the Bensington in the tri-lane, which is really, really bad. Because now the Bensington, he's going to go into the tri-lane with probably an Iron Shield, I'm guessing, or some kind of build-up item that makes his laning much easier. Power Supply, Iron Shield, something of the nature. So he picks up the Power Supply. There's the Duck Boot. He's going to pick up an Iron Shield in one more creep. So not a good start here from Hex. They are running the Keeper on Snooki in that farming role, actually. So it's a position 3 Keeper this game. We have Flint as the mid, Kronos as the short laner. We have a Witchslayer Flint dual mid. And we also have the Keeper Midas duo off lane. We have the Bensington and a Luna. It's going to be just a 2-1-2 or 2-2-1 setup here from Donkey Kong as they rotate the Geomancer with the Flux here to mid lane. So it's going to be a 2 versus 2. A lot of ranged heroes here. More range advantage, I think, to Hellborn here. And then Warbeast, he's going to be going 2 versus 1 against the Keeper and the Midas. Not too sure how he's going to do, but I think being in his short lane, he should do just fine early on. Pretty interesting start here. Also, something to point out for you guys just tuning in, this is actually game number 2. They played one game already. I was not here, so maybe we'll replay cast that one later. But this is game number 2. They did already play one match to start things off. Take a look at the creep scores. We got 8 on the Flux, 9 on the Bensington. We got 11 on the Keeper, so Keeper doing really well here in the bot lane. And we got Flint with 8. So the mid lane's going pretty even in terms of the last hits. Kronos, he's only on 6, and Warbeast only on 4. So the two Short lanes are not doing, or they're not off to the greatest starts, but the side lanes for each side, long lane specifically, getting more or less free farm. So, didn't see the first rune, but it could have been a regen or something. Geomancer comes into the bottom lane here. Oh, we're gonna miss a kill up in the top lane, it looks like. Witch Slayer going down. Now Kronos, he's gonna be in some trouble as well. He might be dead. He doesn't have a, there's the joust. He misses. Here comes the health potion. Big sidestep coming in from Fa. They might actually turn this one around on the Aluna, but it looks like not gonna man up there. That's a huge juke coming out from Fa to escape what should have been a very easy kill. But this last game missing the joust there and not able to get the last auto attack. But we see a small lead starting here for Donkey Kong. Short lane is feeding here for Hex. The Witch Slayer has now died for the third time, and Kronos will also fall there. Keeper though, he's top of the GPM for his team at least. He's 310 gold per minute. But Bensington, he's 2-0-2, 500 GPM with that Bloodlust. So despite missing that kill on the Kronos, he still remains in a very, very comfortable position. The Flux and the Flint are both farming here at about 300 GPM. Warbeast, he's more or less given up the lane here to Keeper. At least for the time being, he's just taking some jungle, doing some pulls, got the Marchers picked up. He is also leveling the Battle Cry, so he does not have any points in Primal Rage. So that will be assisting the other two lanes, or the other 4 heroes in his team. We're going to see another kill here on the Witch Slayer, so he just continues to die. That is the 4th death now for the Witch Slayer. So we almost got the level 4 on the Midas. I'll have the transmute soon. Geomancer with the, what's it called? The Geostalk here. He's in the mid lane. They're trying to set up a kill on the Flint. See if he can land the stun. Will land it. Here comes the pull into the slow. This should be a dead Flint. Don't see him getting out of that one. Witch Slayer is quite possibly dead again. Here's a power throw and more auto attack. And at this point, Witch Slayer probably just needs to stop dying. That's 5 deaths in 5 minutes. Keeper picks up the Ghost Marchers. He's almost at the level 6 where we might see some potential kills happen. The Warbeast is level 5. We do have the Transmute now on the Midas, so they could potentially kill the Warbeast here, which I think they're gonna try to set up a kill here. Warbeast playing really passively in his tower though. It's really hard for Keeper to kind of open on him for a kill. Bensington, he's got the Toxin Claws. Steam Boots completed already. Flint coming in with the haste rune here. This could be a dead Aluna. Kronos will leap in as Flint gets credit for that kill. That should be the end of that. I missed the kill in the bot lane. It looks like they used the root there. And Warbeast actually did use Metamorphosis, so they killed him despite him using the Metamorphosis. Forced that cooldown out from the Warbeast. Pretty nice. I believe that ward was spotted from Bunny Lover. Got Nightfall in the mid lane. Flint Beastwood is a dead boy. This is what I talked about in the draft. The Flint very vulnerable to the Nightfall. Flux also gonna fall here though, as Midas comes in with Keeper of the Forest. They might look to turn this one around. There is an invis here on the Keeper. If he can get in range for a auto attack, he will root somebody. And he might actually, oh, he might actually kill the Geo here. Well played, coming out from Snooki. And Bensington, he misses the joust. He could be in some trouble now, as there is another root here on the Keeper. He's gonna root onto the Bensington. There is a golden salvo, and boom! From downtown! The money shot comes in from Flint, and Slaske missing those stuns. This one finally biting him in the behind, as they punish him for that missed joust. Keeper doing some excellent work here with his good start, as he sets up a couple of kills there in the mid lane. So he now has the maxed out Nature's Guidance, which roots for 2.4 seconds once you auto attack. Kronos in the top lane. He's still not doing all that great. 225 gold per minute. Still pretty equal with the Warbeast. We got Keeper. He's in sniper position. He's got the root available. He's going to auto attack again. Here comes the transmute from the Midas, and boom! The root lockdown is enough to bring down the Warbeast. He does not use the Metamorphosis this time. So Flint, he's got the 2 deaths, but he's still farming at 300 gold per minute, which is pretty solid compared to the Flux with only 1 death farming at 330. He is going to avoid the dig stun there, and he might look to turn this one around. Here comes the flare. That's a money shot ready to go. Here comes a leap from Kronos. There's the sphere, locks down both. Will they be able to bring down the Flux? Here comes a Nightfall though from Bensington, and Flux is looking to turn it around. Kronos will go down. Here comes the money shot, but no, he cancels it, realizing it will not be enough damage for the kill. And Kronos pays for his life and only gets the kill there on the Geomancer, so not the exchange that they were unfortunately looking for. But, you know, with Kronos dead, this is allowing Witchslayer to farm up in the top lane, so he's getting some big 120 gold per minute, level 5 now, working his way toward that silver bullet. We got a major totem on the Keeper, and here we're going to have the root come out. There's the transmute from Midas. And a second root comes out with the Nature's Guidance. They bring down the Flux. They might look to turn this into a tower push now. Flint, he's going to throw out the flare. Here comes a transmute from Midas, and that's a second kill on the Illuna. So Hex, they're fighting back now as they even up the score at 1 kill apiece, and they take a pretty nice gold lead here at 2,600. They take out that tower as well. So that is mostly in part due to Keeper of the Forest with his active playstyle, really setting up those kills into the tower push. And I think we're going to see Energizer come out from Snooki, as that's one of his go-to items on the Keeper. And it does make some sense here, as it gives the movement speed, the attack speed to the creeps. Helps for pushing as well. So they now take out their second towers. They've already taken out the tier 1 in the bot lane. Warbeast, he's level 8. He does not have, or actually it looks like he might finish the Steam Boots. But we'll see if he decides to go for that, or he might turn this into a very early puzzle box. Dig Stun comes out here on the Flint. Here comes the Metamorphosis, the Flux pull on top. Flint most likely going to go down here, so he gets outnumbered 4 versus 1. So they will group up here with the Warbeast, try to take out a tower themselves. Geomancer getting that ward down here in the jungle, so going to spot out some potential rotations. We got Keeper of the Forest here under a Rev Ward. He does not have a root for 11 seconds. He's going to man up here, though, on the Geomancer, who has the Dig Stun down. And here comes the mini from Witchslayer. They will get the kill there on the Geomancer. Midas will get power throw down as he elemental warps backwards. Here comes Bensington with the Nightfall, but he's going to get rooted in place, and he can't get the joust off. There's the silver bullet, and Bensington goes down. Flux is now being rooted here by Keeper, and Flynn is back in the party. Here is the flare, and they will take him out. Warby's now in some trouble. He does not have Metamorphosis, and Kronos is here. He has a sphere ready to go, but they might not even need it as the Graveyard Stun locks him in place. It's a hat trick coming out for Witchslayer, and that's going to be, I believe, a 3-for-0 fight. Or not nothing actually, as they had a buyback on the Midas. A 3-for-1 plus a buyback. But in the top lane, Aluna, she ports up there. She ends up going down to Midas and Kronos. So a lot of momentum here coming out for Hex in the last, we'll say like 3 or 4 minutes, as they pick up several kills. Bensington, he almost has his Thunderclaw. And Kronos, I believe he bought something. It might have been the large piece to Thunderclaw. We'll see, have to see what he decided to buy, but he should be sitting on something. Okay, he buys a Hungry Spirit, so he will be going for the Elder Parasite. So he will most likely be looking to play a little bit more active this game, rather than sit back and farm in the jungle. As they do already have a Flint in the team as well, so they won't necessarily need him to be very, very high on GPM. But Warbeast, still no item progression yet. Still only sitting on 220 gold per minute. And I'm feeling like this is an early puzzle box. I feel like we're not going to see the Steam Boots finished here. He's saving a lot of gold up. The Keeper now has a Arcana, so I think we're going to see Hellflower as his next item. It's level 10, he's porting... Where is he porting, actually? He's porting to the tier 2 mid lane. See if he tries to set up any kind of kills here. Geomancer using that Geostock, trying to see if they can find Keeper or Midas down here, but as we can see, Keeper has exited the building. They might try to set up a kill here on the Bensington, actually, but I believe that Ward of Sight actually spotted Keeper out. He's going to even throw out the armor to regen up the tower, as he regens up the tower in the mid lane as well. Nice use of the Nature's Guidance there. So there's the finished Thunderclaw on the Bensington. Flux finishes the Astral Leap here at the 15-minute mark. So they have a team fighting item. Geomancer, he could be in some trouble here if he kind of sticks around a little too long. But the game has turned very passive, which is a little bit surprising, but Keeper is just waiting here so patiently. Well, looks like he spotted him out. Here comes the root from the Nature's Guidance. There is the R button root, and that will be, excuse me, a very easy kill on the support. Bottom lane now. Flint's getting Nightfalled on. Will Bensington hit the Joust? No, he will not. Beautiful sidestep coming in from the Flint. Here come the minions from Keeper, and Bensington is probably going to fall here. Yes. Portal Key actually picked up on the Witchslayer. That's actually quite impressive considering he got, he was, what, 0-5 in the beginning? He picks up a Portal Key. He's actually on 256 gold per minute. They're now in a 6,000 gold and almost 6,000 experience lead. So we have the Elder picked up on Kronos. We have, oh, I missed a kill happen here as Here comes the Crystal Field landing onto Flint. Flint will go down in response to that kill on the Flux. Now Keeper is here, pounding in the right click. Streamancer is not a mana for Dickstung. Spear in the background, landing onto Warbeast. They will bring him down with the help of Midas. And Kronos is now in the fray. Power Throw snipes out both the Witch Slayer and the Keeper of the Forest. Big Power Throw coming in for that double tap. And Bensington, he's got a Joust ready to go. He wants to dive this Kronos, but it would be a little unwise. Here comes a Transmute from Duder, and now they're turning it on the Midas. He will sacrifice himself. Will they get the kill here on the Bensington? No, they will not, as the Power Throw comes in at the exact second there to save him. And it's a genocide in favor of Donkey Kong, so a big turnaround here from the side of Legion as they cut into that golden experience lead that was had here from our Hellborn side, but they still remain in the lead. We have the puzzle box level 1 now on the Warbeast. See here. Witch Slayer in the top lane. Trying to set up on the Flux, but no team support. Flint picks up a Firebrand, so it looks like he might be going into either a Dawnbringer or a Geometer's Bane. Actually not sure what he's going to go for this game on the Flint. We got Geomancer spotting out the Witch Slayer here. Here comes the Dig Stun. Flux is in the area. Mini comes out. The Power Throw misses on the Witch Slayer, but here comes the pull from Flux. And he is not able to get in range here. And there's a double damage Flint Beastwood here. Oh, they need to be a little careful there. You got Kronos pushing the top lane. Looks like he's going for the Thunderclaw now. Keeper has kind of dropped off his GPM. He's been doing a lot of this patient play, trying to set up kills, but they haven't had the most success with that in the last few minutes, so he's dropped down from about the early 400 GPMs down to 360. There's the puzzle box level 2. Orbeus only, or almost at 300 gold per minute. There's a portal key picked up on a Luna. I think I would have much rather seen a tablet going up against the Kronos. I think the portal key is a little, it's a little less good than the tablet, at least considering they don't have any tablets on the team. So I am a little concerned that they won't be able to work around the sphere, because Warbeast getting locked down in the sphere is really an issue for them. Same if Bensington gets caught by that. It's 1,000 gold on the Flint. Kronos getting really close to his Thunderclaw now. Keeper is about halfway to his Hellflower, but he really slowed down his farm to kind of make space for the Flint and the Kronos. He is in sniping position. The tower looks like will get denied here, but the team is making their way over. Here comes the root, the money shot, the leap, the mini, and I don't know why you would silver bullet that, but might as well waste cooldowns, I guess. You're going for the kill here on the Flint. The Warbeast Dogs with the Illuna Stun doing some good damage. The Haster not going to save him as he gets caught out there by the Power Throw. So Flint getting a little too overconfident there with his Haster. Gets punished by the lockdown. Portal key on the Midas, by the way, with another 1,400 gold saved up. So Midas doing very, very well this game. Keeper going to medic the tower there. They have no towers on the side of Legion. Keeper doing an excellent job of keeping his towers nice and healthy. There is the P-Box level 3. We got the Thunderclaw finished here. I'm expecting to see a Geobane or a Shrunken Head picked up on the Chronos. We might also see the full Hyper Crown, but I feel like the Geometer's Bane might be a little bit more useful. Midas actually gets caught here in the bot lane. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but he goes down. Portal key happens here from the Aluna. She avoids the Keeper. Power throw coming into the top lane. They used Crystal Field here, but Kronos avoided it with the Time Leap. Looks like Hex wants to fight this, but they're kind of scattered. Keeper is very close to his Hellflower. I think he needs about another 300 gold or so. Flint's saving a good amount of gold here. Oh, they're spotting out the War Beast here. We're gonna have a root come out here. Auto attack the second root. Here comes the Bensington. Oh, they're gonna trade the War Beast for the Flint. Keeper will zoom out of there for now, but he might get caught here by the Flux. Here comes the slow on top, and that could be a dead Keeper of the Forest with that puzzle box out. The Witch Slayer jumps in with the Graveyard Stone, but it is too late. And they might actually catch him here as Aluna is not going to get the stun off. The mini comes out. Bensington is going to go for a joust here. Actually, Geomancer sets it up, and they will get the kill there on the Witch Slayer. So, we got Sphere ready to go on the Chronos. Midas actually picks up a post haste, so that's telling me that they want to continue to kind of extend the game for as long as possible. They want to just keep split pushing and drag the game out so that Chronos and Flint can kind of become scarier than Bensington and Warbeast, which I think is definitely definitely a good game plan option. I do think the Chronos and the Flint do scale better than the Warbeast and the Bensington. Keeper of the Forest still really close to his Hellflower. I would like to see him buy the pieces, because I think he even lost a little bit of gold when he died. A pretty deep ward of sight here placed by Geomancer. They actually see them farming this, and they might look to try to capitalize. Here comes a Nightfall. Luna jumps in with the stun. Beautiful setup there from the Luna, and that's why you pick up the portal key, to do stuff like that. Set up the Nightfall, which he makes me eat my words about picking up a tablet instead. Very, very nicely done there from Jim Carreyrou, setting that Nightfall up for his team. They catch both the Witch Slayer and the Flint, and he did actually go for a Frostburn, so he might be making the full Dawn. He might look to build into a Shrunken Head next. We'll have to see what he decides. But there's the Hellflower picked up by Snooki, so they now have a nice lockdown tool to follow up that route. Here comes a attempted transmute, but dude actually jumps in with not the most mana. Here comes the Sphere on Chronos, but Flux counters with the pull. He pulls them out, and now they are in some trouble. Here comes a root from Keeper, and they are all locked down, but Hellborn is in full retreat mode now, despite getting the initial jump. Chronos will fall. This was very, very sloppy execution coming out from Hex. And they might look to possibly turn this one around. They have Flint and Witchslayer here. Here comes a two-man Graveyard Stun. They are looking to get the kill onto a Luna here, but the Silver Bullet is not enough damage for the kill. Keeper will come in with the sniped auto attack, and he will take down the Luna, and he will walk away. Big plays coming in there to at least get themselves one kill, but the fight might not be over just yet, as they actually portal key backwards, and the fight will conclude here. So it ended up being a 1-for-1, but I think losing the Chronos does not make it that worth it to trade lives with the Aluna. Paintball. Oh boy, Flint is in some freaking trouble. Witchslayer had no mana. No mana. Midas up in the top lane. He's going to avoid the spells there. Baits out the Geomancer, and Keeper is here with the root, and they will take him out. No ultimate necessary as he uses that root from the Nature's Guidance. Big baits coming out from Duder, setting up that play. This Geomancer got a little too overconfident there, overstepping his boundaries without the team support behind him. Looks like we're gonna have a Kongor attempted here from Hex, and we're gonna see. Apparently, this is the Kongor time because both teams are looking to do Kongor. I got Abyssal Skull here on the Legion side. Dude is unfortunately not in the Kong pit, so he can't tank any boulders for me. So I'm a little sad, but maybe Legion will tank some boulders. But both teams, they take out their Kongs. They'll go back to farming. We do see the Firebrand picked up from Chronos, so he will be going into the Geobane as his next pickup. We have Bensington with his Geometer's Bane. He will now need a Shrunken Head to complete his trio of items, and then he will be able to work around the root and the lockdown. Warbeast, I think safe to say he will need a Shrunken at some point this game as well. So see if he decides to go for that as his next item. Bottom lane, we got Midas doing some split pushing. Failed Rot here on the Aluna. Keeper ports into the top lane. Oh, he's going to spot out the Keeper here in the trees with the Geostock. Keeper will say, I'm out of here. Portal Key picked up on Keeper as well, by the way, to follow up that Hellflower, so continues to be farming very, very well. Chronos needs the recipe for his Geometer's Bane. Midas will get locked down. Here comes the root, but no follow-up, and Bensington's here with the Nightfall. Here comes the Flux. Defensive pull. Snooki will TP on out to safety. They trade support for support. They use a couple of ultimates on both sides. The Flux pull and the Keeper root being used on each side here. And everyone will continue to go back to farming. Orbeast's getting close to his Shrunken. He picks up the Mighty Blade, needs the recipe now. Flint, no real item progression since the Frostburn just yet. He's sitting on 1400 gold. Sound Eye also on the Sir Bensington. Almost have Hellflower picked up on the Midas, so they're going for 2 Hellflowers. Bensington's Knight falling into the bot lane. They're gonna actually catch Snooki, it looks like. I missed how they caught him initially. Might have been with the Flux Pull. Oh, Witchslayer's getting caught now as well. Warbeast died to Kronos in the background with Sphere. He had double damage, by the way, so he solo killed the Warbeast in the background. He might have actually been low from the Keeper initially. I actually missed that, but they do at least get something. Oh, Kronos, he could be in some trouble. Nice, Geobane into the leap to avoid the dig stun. Great use of the Geobane there to go invulnerable and get that leap on out to safety. I think Midas has his Hellflower actually. I think he's got it. Paintball. There's the second Hellflower, the Geobane, the Hellflower. The items are coming together from Hellborn. I do feel like the longer this game gets prolonged, the more favored Hellborn is. So I am a little worried for Legion. I feel like they are waiting for that Shrunken Head on Warbeast, but at the same time, I don't know if it's going to change a whole lot. I feel like he's still going to have to deal with Keeper Roots and Chronospheres. They still don't have any tablets to kind of combat that Chronosphere. Or any Storm Spirits. They have an Arcana on a Luna and now a Luminous Prism, so I am not too sure what a Luna is deciding to do here. I think he might be realizing he wants a Storm and might have changed up his mind here. And still the lack of tablets, I think, is going to be an issue for them. It's really not allowing them to take any team fights. They might also want Sand Scepters for the Hellflower, so that could be Sand Scepter. Actually, does that even build into Storm Spirit? I don't even... Storm Spirit. Does it take Luminous Prism? I think it does. I think it's going to be a Sand Scepter, actually, now that I think about it. Bensington, so they're going to have double Shrunken Head really soon, and I think that that's their timing to kind of really make that final push and try to gain themselves an advantage, because if they don't really take you... Oh, wow, he's going Wingbow. Okay. Alright, I was not expecting that. I don't know if this is going to work out. I do feel like Legion's kind of missing their window here to end this game. At the full Dawn now on Flint. He's still really not that scary, but if he's able to kind of sit in the back and do some damage, he will be very, very annoying to the enemies. He's able to kill the supports, I think, very quickly on the Flint. He's able to money shot them as well. Deal 700 damage, level 3 money shot. It's a good chunk of damage to some of these lower HP pool targets. Almost 4,000 gold on the Chronos. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's gonna go for Shrunken, and then he will go for a damage item as his next item pickup. So we'll probably see his next item be a reactionary item to whatever the Legion side is doing. So due to the Dancing Blade here on Bensington, we will probably see a Savage Mace from Kronos, or his own Wingbow. We'll either see a Wingbow or a Savage from the Kronos as his next item. I think both would be pretty solid, as he's got quite a lot of attack speed with the Elder, the Geo, and the Thunderclaw already. So He may not need a wing bow, but with that being said, going up against a Warbeast and a Benzington, the wing bow might just be good enough. But if he wants to strictly counter the Benzington, I think he will go for the mace as his next item, which would be very, very good. So Warbeast, he needs another 300 for his Shrunken. He's really, really close. We're going to see the illusions popped here. They're going to put some tower pressure. A lot of damage coming in. Flint pounding in the autos from downtown. He doesn't have the flare up. He might go back in with the flare. We'll see. Tries to get that final hit there on the tower. It's actually 30 life on the tower. Got Benzington. He's trying to finish farming his wing bow. Oh, a double damage rune. That is huge. They might look to try to take a fight now with that double damage. But Warbeast still 300 gold from the Shrunken. They are not as comfortable as they would like to be. Benzington, I think he has enough for the wing bow here. He should probably buy it out before they take this fight. But, you know, now that I think about it, the wing bow is actually that much worse this game because they're going up against a Flint with True Strike. So the wing bow is actually a really bad pickup from Benzington this game. Here comes the Flux Pull with the Crystal Field on top. They're going to get the one kill here on the Midas. Here comes the Counter Sphere from the Chronos, and Benzington with the double damage. He takes out the Witch Slayer in the background. Flux will end up falling, and now Chronos and Keeper are on the run. The root was already used. The Hellflower is still ready to go. The Keeper does blink to safety. Chronos does survive. It ends up being a 3-for-2 team fight. And the initiation coming in from Donkey Kong was very, very solid there as they get the beautiful Flux Pull on top of that Crystal Field. And all of the cores, minus the Flux, stay alive from Legion. And 2 out of the 3 cores on the side of Hellborn stay alive. So as good of an initiation from both sides as this was, the core heroes are still, for the most part, alive. Both the mid laners died from both sides. So they're going to turn their attention now toward the Kongor, it looks like. Benzington and Warbeast will do the Kongor. We will see if Hex decides to do their own Kongor. Chronos is actually now the top GPM in the game, so that is good news for this side of Hex. Keeper with 2,200 gold saved up. I would like to see the Resto Stone, I think, because he has the Hellflower and he would have double root. I think the Resto Stone would be a great pickup for him this game, because he has lots of activates, and having double root would just be strong in its own right. We'll see if Aluna, I don't know if she's going to want to snipe that or not. Okay, she has it on cooldown. They're going to trade Kongors. See mostly movement speed being picked up. We see Warbeast picking up damage. I don't know. It's hard to say if I like damage on Warbeast because he has the puzzle build. And I don't think the puzzle actually gets the damage amp. I think only Warbeast himself and possibly his dogs. I'm not sure actually. But it's always a toss-up for me on carries to take damage or movement speed, and generally when the games go long I kind of tend to agree with movement speed. Oh boy, somebody's getting caught out here. Witch Slayer gets caught in no man's land. Not too sure about that. So he's staying dead for 50 seconds. Oh boy, Keeper of the Forest just blinked in on top of Geomancer. That could be a mistake. They do have the tower up here, but here comes the Nightfall from Benzington. There's the root. It forces out the Geobane, but now Keeper is going to fall. And Chronos is here with the Sphere. He will lock down the Aluna. That will be 1 kill. Does not have a leap up for 8 more seconds. He could be in some trouble, but they're not going to decide to pursue this kill. Chronos, by the way, pulling up 5,000 gold, so I'm actually not sure if he's going to go for the mace or not, because he has Flint in his team, but he might go for it anyway. My Midas doing the split pushing. I actually missed how he got caught in the base there. I'm surprised he didn't blink backwards, but gets caught there. Bensington comes in with the port. So Hex getting a little sloppy here. They lose 3 kills for the 1 Aluna. Kronos. Oh wow, he's going to the Resto Stone. Okay, I didn't actually think he would go the Resto Stone. But the thing I did overlook was the True Strike from Flint, so he might not need the Savage, which is understandable. They're going to value the extra lockdown, which, to be honest, it's hard to really say no to a Resto Stone. Having double Shrunken, double Geobane, double Spear, double Elder Parasite, it's very, very strong. I think he's asking Slaske why he built a Wingbow versus Flint. Which, I agree. I'm a little surprised he went the Wingbow this game on the Bensington. So they're going to need to kill the Flint and get rid of that True Strike. Or safe to say that Flint is a very valuable asset to Hellborn with dealing with that Wingbow Bensington. So we got Hex grouped up as 5 down here in the bot, or well, as 4. Flint is actually getting spotted out by the Warbeast dogs here. So they might actually be like, if Flint continues to not be there, we can maybe take a 4 versus 5, but they are also not quite in position. Bensington Illusion's doing a lot of damage to the tower here. They will fall though, as we see some ports coming in to defend the tower. But that leaves them vulnerable in the bot lane here. Witchslayer, again, he kind of just gets left behind, or he gets caught hanging around too long. Either way, very, very not good for Hex. We have Veiled Rot here on the Kronos. Are they actually thinking about taking a 4 versus 5 here? I am not too sure. But Bensington, he is in Viz at the moment. He does have Nightfall ready to go. Kronos is thinking about going in. Here comes the Roof and Keeper of the Forest on the Warbeast. They're going to use the Sphere here, and he is going to pop the Shrunken. He did not actually pop the Shrunken on the Kronos. I'm not too sure why that was so late. He uses the second Sphere. They get the kill there on the Bensington, and now he leaps in. The Geomancer will fall. Flint is still alive, so the Wingbow getting negated there. And they kill everybody but the Flux. So despite it being a 4 versus 5, they only lose Keeper of the Forest. A little surprised at Fa using the Shrunken so late there. It looks like he missed a lot of auto attacks, or a couple of seconds there where he could have been auto attacking. But it was a very good team fight nonetheless, as everyone with Keeper survived. Witchslayer wasn't there for the fight as well. And the buyback situation, we have a buyback on both of the cores, with no metamorphosis on the Warbeast. We're going to see the buyback here coming in from Sir Bensington. He is going to miss the Joust, unfortunately, on the Kronos. They might go for the Flint here. He's going to get stuck in the trees. He actually makes it all the way out. He's going for the TP. Will he make the escape? Ozef will make the juke there in the trees, and he will survive. So it ends up that they actually save the melee Raxes in the bot lane, and they forced out 2 buybacks from both the Bensington and the Warbeast, and they only lost the Midas. So not the worst exchange there from the side of Hex, as they will kind of gladly trade those 2 buybacks on the 2 cores. I'm really surprised that Keeper hasn't been able to transition into any more items, but at the same time, he has had to give up a lot of map space to his team this game, as he has both a Chronos and a Flint in his team. So it also doesn't surprise me at the same time that he's kind of fallen off so hard, because he had such a solid early game. But for the better of the team, he has kind of sacrificed his scaling power. Chronos is trying to juke the Joust there, but very, very patient from the Bensington. They got the kill there. There's a sheep stick picked up on Bensington. All right, that is not the Bensington build I was expecting in this game. Flint, 1900 gold saved up. Not too sure what he's going to follow up his shrunken head with, but I'm guessing it will be more damage. Oh no, dude got caught out here. Nightfall was actually used. What was dude doing? They're going to buy back on 2 heroes. Here comes the root from Keeper. The sphere in the background is excellent. They get the kill onto the Flux, the Oluna, and the Geomancer. And now Warbeast is in some trouble. He's going to get Hellflowered by the Midas, and he gets his port stop. Now, will they be able to catch him is the question. He is moving hasted, but the Metamorphosis does round, and now he is in some trouble. Here comes the Transroot from Midas, and Warbeast will fall here from the auto attacks of Chronos. It is a near genocide, as Bensington was not able to be there. He Nightfalled into the top lane to set up the kill on the Midas there, but the buybacks coming in from Hex. That was the second and final buyback from Midas, the first from the Chronos. And now Hex is in full fighting power here, but 3 buybacks come out from the side of Donkey Kong. They are not done just yet. The Geomancer without a buyback, he will be up in 20 seconds, so they do prevent the racks from being, or the tower from falling here. But 3 buybacks for essentially nothing here is not what Donkey Kong was really looking for when they used all those buybacks. And now Hex will turn their attention to the Kongor. Looks like the Legion side will do the same thing. We will most likely see some Kongor trading going on. Will Luna look to power throw the Kongor? I think it's too full. She might hold one of them. Oh, she uses all 3. Okay, so Kong will not be stolen, unfortunately.
Slain.
We have a Luna almost with a Hellflower. She's pretty close, actually. 4,000 gold on the Keeper. I still think Rest of Stone on Keeper would be really, really solid. Flint with almost 4,000 gold. What will Flint buy is the question. What should Flint buy? Does Flint want a wingbow for more range and evasion? There is no true strike other than they have the sheep, but if he's able to pop the Shrunken before the Nightfall comes in, I think wingbow could be really good on Flint here. Comes the Sphere from Chronos. They're going to get the 1 kill on the Oluna, the Geomancer, and now Warbeast who ports in. Chronos will leap away. That was 2 Spheres being used there, but they get 3 kills. And now they're retaliating here. Nope. Flux is also going to fall. It's a hat trick for Fa. Slaske, he is going to most likely fall here as well. There's the sheep though. But the GGs are called from Donkey Kong. And I think the game went too late here. And Hex, definitely with the stronger late game, they end up prevailing here at the almost 52-minute mark. Game number 2 will go to Hex in a very long one there. But we had some solid team fights coming out from both sides. but this one will go the way of Hex. So good game from them. We'll see if they host another lobby. We'll go on a break here and we'll see if we can get into another one. So stay tuned. We'll see if there's going to be some more games coming up.